everybody. We'll see how this microphone goes there. Hey, we are live. What is going on, you dead set legends, wherever you are around the world? Oh, show them that, Jon.
What is this?
Oh, show them that. Oh, he got them chains. He got them chains. What an event. What an event. We're here together. Yes, you better bloody believe it. We're knackered. Is that probably the best word to describe it?
We started working the room at what? 11?
Yes, and check 11.
Yeah, and we got done with the pay-per-view by 10?
It was 9:30 or 10.
9:30 or 10.
Definitely 9:30 or 10 o'clock.
So 12 or 13 hours straight rocking. And I'll tell you what, my voice feels every minute of it.
It was, as you can hear from us. And it's not like afterwards we hit the drink. I had one drink afterwards.
I had about 6.
Let's just say I threw up more times than having a drink to relieve my headache.
But I didn't have to clean any of it up this time.
Yes.
So that's nice.
This was commentary induced this time. But man, Arizona State is now in the books.
What a show.
Finally.
What a show.
Finally, someone got together and went, you gotta book these two because we're tooting our own fucking horn. It was 13 hours. And even one of my favorite times was off camera.
Yeah.
Where we were just warming up the crowd. Well, we were supposed to do a sound check.
Yeah.
And then we just started riffing.
Yeah, we just started.
And we just started the show. Yeah, we were like, this is how it's gonna how this is gonna go. But it was last minute decision. We're both gonna pull.
Yep.
And if you guys, I just quickly say hi to a few people. Phil Woody's in the chat. What's up, boys? Great event. Clearly, it's not the usual time that we go, but we're like, we got to get up. We got a big party. Hopefully, some more after pulling today to go to. So we thought we'd shoot the shit before we go downstairs and things like that. What up, Mr. Jingles?
Jingle.
And Jingle, what up, Jingle?
Strap in, boys. We're in prayer for today.
Jingle.
Man, I'll tell you what, last night, I had about 6 or 7 whiskeys. Awesome time. I went outside with Artem. I don't know what he did to me, but I was on a rocket ride to the moon that...
So I'll tell you, if you're ever with Jon in person and you ever want to know, he does 2 things, and then don't expect an intellectual conversation with him.
It's over.
You'll come in, and when you get to say you came stood next to me, you do 2 things. One, you go on your tippy toes and you bounce back there. Okay, this is where I'm stopping.
Yep.
And then the other one, you look side to side, like you're looking the room, but your eyes are barely open. And you're the only bloke wearing sunnies inside.
Look, I got too many comments, and they're like, "Oh, are you?" Somebody came up to me and was like, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm like, I better put the sunglasses on.
That was cool. Avatar bro, what's happening? Wise old man, thank you very much.
What's up, boys?
Thank you very much. Let us know if you bought the pay-per-view. Let us know if you watched any of the live stream, because you guys were so cool. I think
all day long
over the 2 channels there was 400 or 500 people.
Yeah,
for a 9-hour tournament.
Incredible.
The whole day. I mean, we can start straight at the top.
Yeah,
Larry Wheels.
Oh, Jesus. Larry Wheels, I've been having growing respect for Larry, but I had never met Larry. And I'll tell you 2 things that I know just undoubtedly in my mind. One is more important than the other. Number one, the less important, is the guy is fucking strong.
Yeah.
Larry, I don't care if it's left-handed or right-handed. Larry Wheel's power in his hand is incredible. Now, is he on a super elite level yet? No. But let me just tell you, I was significantly impressed. Number two, Larry's a good guy in real life.
He's great.
I talked to him. He talked to me. He was happy to talk to me for extended period of time, multiple times, just privately, just talking about arm wrestling. And I cannot, as big of a dickhead as I am, I cannot say one negative thing about Larry.
Nah.
What a dude.
No, you can't. Like, it's so funny because everyone's like, oh, Larry thinks he's this size, not elite. Why is he doing it? That's one of my favorite things. Why is he even doing it if he's not elite? Like, shut up, idiots.
Dude, he's on his way. He's on his way.
He is, strong and, one of the nicest dudes. So, like, when Jon and I are interviewing people, if you watch a stream, Larry came over and he's there and his enthusiasm, like he's turned a corner now. Like he's sick of taking losses. So he's leveled up. He's happier now that he's moved back to America. And great guy. Because I'd be like, all right, Larry, I know you're busy, mate. Thank you for your time. He's like, I'm not going anywhere, G. I'm not going anywhere, Arzu. Things like that. I'm like, cool, man. You can stay here as long as you want.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine.
And he was like, he wasn't on camera the whole time, but he was at the scorekeeper's booth the entire day. Not just like for his pulling, the entire day he was there.
Huge difference, because when Larry came over the top, he went and grabbed some lunch. He hung about and didn't really come until it was his time to pull. Where this time, not that he was probably tired. It's a long, it's a lot quicker from where he lives to Arizona than to Australia. Right. So I'm not discrediting the dude, but it was just like a huge difference in the guy. A huge difference in the guy, and it was so cool. And he was great. Made the event. And really wanted it. Had no fear.
Yeah.
That was the one thing. No fear. So like he had Sandra in the finals twice.
Yeah.
Which
and he gave it hell.
I don't know. Say what you want about the javelin and a very loud Aussie, but I only know two people that were on stage when Larry and Sandra were pulling.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Dingley. So, we'll get to the guys in the comments in a moment. The main events were cool, but, the whole famous saying in arm wrestling is there's levels to this shit.
Yes.
And that level is Sandra Shitters.
Man, Sandra's is impressive. Sandra's, so somehow I pulled 2 weight classes, left and right hand. I lost to Sandra's like 8 times. I got Sandra's first left-handed in the 242s and the supers. The first 2 times I pulled him, he allowed me to get into his hand a little bit. And I was like, oh man, I'm a beast. I can actually feel his wrist moving. And then in the third time I arm wrestled him, it was he switched. He went to real Sandras. And then you start to understand just how strong this guy is. Oh my Lord. That guy is something else.
He's next level.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who was something else. Now, I don't want to toot his own fucking horn. He gets a bit annoying when we toot his horn. But show him that bling again, John. Show him that bling. So that was that 242s or supers?
242. So I pulled 242 left and right, supers left and right. I think on the left hand, I got 3rd place overall to Sandris and Robbie Topi, who I'm fine to get 3rd place for those guys because they're fucking amazing. And then I think in the supers I got like 5th-ish, 6th-ish, something like that in the supers. I was really happy about that. I beat some very big dudes, so I was happy that everything held together. Right hand was not as good. I was like 1 and 2 and 2 and 2 on the right in supers and 242s. But the right stayed together too. It's not strong at all. It doesn't do what I want it to do, but it didn't blow apart. So for me, because the last time I had a super match was in Saskatchewan in February.
Yeah.
And so for me, like I'm basically on 2 months training, coming back in, wanting things to be okay, and they were okay. I'm sore as hell today, but not like broken sore.
Yeah.
Everything is feeling okay.
Yeah, it was cool to watch. It was just cool. You just kept taking names, and even in the supers, you had a fun match with a few guys.
Yeah,
so that was really cool. It was really cool to watch, and I was loving it.
But I do have to say, this accomplishment is not bigger than the fact that you were undefeated in the United States of America for a period of time.
There was a cool maybe 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to find out the official time and make a certificate. There was one stage there that I was undefeated in the United States of America. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat with everyone. Phil Woody says, getting deja vu with you guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was almost a year ago.
Oh, my God, you're right.
That was
September, yeah.
Last year. Did Sandra give away too much, or was Larry just that strong?
Well, a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I would say. In that one, was it right hand or left? Right hand. And Sandra's, like, I've seen people already clip it and show how close it was. It was deadly close to a pin.
Everyone already clipping the pay-per-view.
Yeah. I saw it. I don't know how many people, but I saw at least one. But it was legitimately very close. Now, did Sandra's allow Larry to get into that position? I would say yes. Yeah. But just for Larry to be able to do that, like Sandra's was walking a dangerous line.
Yeah, and then there was a stage there watching it. We were the only two on stage. I saw Sandra's go to hit, and it was like, it's not as easy.
It didn't work so well.
No. So, but then, Sandra's just knows where to work and where Larry will get tired. So it was pretty cool. Jingle says that Larry isn't an ego. He just wants to improve at everything he does. He's an athlete.
Yeah.
He's an athlete.
Pure athlete.
That's all he does. I love it when people are on the internet and they go, and Larry should just give up. Like, he keeps losing. If that was the case, we'd have like 2 arm wrestlers in the world.
Right.
I have nothing but good words to say about Larry. Adam Silver, on the other hand.
Oh, that guy.
Get rid of him.
Terrible.
He's so Adam competed.
Yeah, he did.
Adam competed.
That was good to see.
We were all competing.
Everybody was up. That's the thing. It wasn't just like, hey, there's some people that arm wrestle, and there's other people that run the show or whatever. Corey Miller competed, and he was doing the brackets.
Tim Talmadge competed. He ran the events.
Tim Talmadge ended up in the finals.
I don't think the goosebumps are ready to talk about that for a moment.
That was a great one.
Aussie rocking the hair. You see it on a doll. You fucked in the basement at the umpire. That's starting to become unknown arms thing. It's like, you look like this, you look like that. Yeah. Keep it coming, unknown arms.
I support it.
Correct. He's always welcome on this channel. Don't you forget. Phil Woody says, I was hoping Charlotte would pull. She would have a great chance on the party arm.
Oh, Charlotte, who was there? I saw Charlotte because Charlotte was also in Ireland, right? Is that who you're talking about, Phil? Charlotte, who came with Greg.
Was Greg Gray there?
He was there at the end of the day. I saw him.
I missed him. Sorry, Greg.
I saw him briefly.
I missed him.
Yeah, but I don't know. Charlotte was looking very strong, but I did not see her pull.
Sanders looked mega. You know why he looked mega? Because he is mega.
Dude, Sandra's, I have no doubt, in the next 5 years will elevate. Yeah. Elevate.
I quite like speaking of Sandra's. Sometimes when you enter a comp and you wish for things, sometimes I'm not sure if you really want to get it. Because John's like, I'm going to pull supers. Because I might get Sandra's. And I might get Larry.
And I did.
You got Sandra's 8 times. And you got Larry. So it's pretty cool. When am I back in Australia? Thursday morning. Before I get to my match, Engage RC, 100%. Robert Kelly, I met him for the first time. You spent some time with him. He was a one-man wrecking machine. and he's like crawling under the stage.
Yeah.
If something, it was so amazing. If something went wrong with the stream, by the time we looked up at Robert, he was already fixing it.
You knew it.
And you know, he'll probably beat himself up about it, which he shouldn't.
Yeah.
But the stream cut out.
Yeah.
And we had to start a new one. But like, he was getting a lot of your 2 channels worth of comments.
Yeah.
So if your comment was on the top row, that was from my channel. If your comment was on the bottom, that was from the Arm Sports Entertainment channel.
Yeah.
He had 3 clear, crisp cameras going all day. We didn't get to do it as much because we were just enthralled with what was going on, especially when the pro started. But we had the roaming camera. You went and spoke to Brandon Allen. Yeah. We hit up some strangers.
Yeah.
Not strangers, people we didn't know.
Yeah.
No point calling them strangers. And that was Wiggles. Shout out to Wiggles. I met Wiggles for the first time. He was cool. He had the, like, Robert Kelly's contraption. It looked like RoboCop. Like he's walking around with like this big bazooka of a camera, man. I have nothing bad to say about the stream. Yeah, everything worked. We were changing microphones all day so we could speak to the stream, so we could speak to the audience. And when you have a one-man team like Robert does, sometimes things may slip up. Now, once people continue to book Robert and he can hire a team, you want to get on Red Lightning team. Yeah, I'm all in on Robert Kelly. Yeah. If anyone is like, oh, hey Ozzy, we're running a tournament, you know, anyone, a good person that can stream in America,
it's him.
It's Robert Kelly. Yeah. Please hit him up. He was funny. And then even he tries to play Uncle Jon and I against each other.
Yeah. So he brings a whiteboard to show us messages all goddamn day long.
But it's the same one about each other. But he sits, you know, a bit of a distance away, like on the other side of the stage. And I'll just look up and he'll write, John's again. Mm-hmm. And then about 5 minutes later, John looks up and says, Jake's again. But that was cool. I'll get to some comments, and I want to tell you very egotistically what was a very cool thing for me. Very close, but salute to Larry, says Wild as old man. Absolutely. Yep. How would Larry do it East versus West in 105 kilos? I don't even know.
So here's the thing. I think Larry is going to keep doing tournaments. It was a good reminder to me yesterday of how different tournaments and super matches are. Like, it's not like I forgot, but you just get reminded that it is a very, very different way of engaging in arm wrestling. 2 totally different situations. I think Larry can do very, very well in tournament pulling. Yeah. And his super match pulling will come, but I don't think he should push that at all. Right now, he is at the very high end. If he goes to any open class tournament in North America, he is going to be on the podium, for sure. Okay, unless it's a mega high level tournament. Now, when it comes to that elite, looking at those elite guys, I think he will be rising into that category over the next couple of years.
I mean, you got to remember, he's been in the sport for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah. Like 3 years, 4 years. Hasn't been.
Four, I think at the most. Yeah. And in the grand scheme of things, that's very little time. Yeah. And Larry is very good in that little time.
He's very good. What up, Fox 8 Ball?
Fox 8.
Thank you, Arizona State.
Yeah.
For making me feel like a genuine rock star.
It was awesome.
I reckon 100 people asked to have a photo with me. We were signing merch.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone wants to grip up on the table with us. But two things will stick in my mind here at Arizona State for a while. I mean, there's so much about this trip that will. But when Jon and I were on stage doing what we call a cold open or soft open, just seeing everyone talking amongst themselves, 100 people in the room, I don't know the number, 100, 150 people in the room, and then they just stopped.
Yeah.
And then I was like, there's those two guys off YouTube.
The
and
game
things
is
like
on.
that. So they made me feel like a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got called to the table.
Oh, baby.
And like a sound wave, so I had to walk from one end of the stage to the other. And it was like a ripple.
Yeah.
And if you're on the other side, you stood up and moved over because I was on table 1.
Yeah.
And everyone moved over, right? And then I was like, John, can you? I think I got Jason the film, and I was like, John, come up here, so I could hear John. Yeah. I can hear Mary Ted Baggers. But then, like, 8 phones come out.
Yeah.
Like everyone came to my table. 8 phones come out.
I figure you got the biggest pop of the night in that first match. I think that was the pop of the night.
It was incredible. It was incredible. And then the dude from Tucson, my 220 amateurs was a great class. Everyone was awesome. Like no one was like, there was like one dude that was like super stronger than me, but he didn't like crush me and like look at me or things like that. But yeah, so then I was slow off the start, but then I was like, oh, I've got his hand here, and I fucking can't stop elbow failing. And then and then we went into straps, and I had him. I thought, oh, here we go. And then pin, crowd erupted, had a bit of fun, and for me, I cannot thank John. I cannot thank Mario. I cannot thank Arizona State enough for. That was just like it made me feel like a rock star. It made me feel like I had 10 million subscribers.
Yeah.
It made me feel like it was like, I don't know, what's a famous arena in, where the Rolling Stones. I felt, the Garden. I felt like the Rolling Stones. So
yeah, it was a very unique atmosphere. And you know what? There's been a lot of conjecture, a lot of wondering. But you know what happens when you talk to each other every goddamn day for 3 years? It just so happens you are automatically pretty damn good at throwing it back and forth all day. I would say that our debut live event commentating together, we couldn't ask for much more.
Nah, book it. The only thing I wish was better for me that I didn't throw up twice. So I could give more in the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I went the whole day. We both went the whole day. I didn't hydrate. I didn't eat. And you get it when you project your voice.
Yeah.
There's a difference between talking all day and projecting your voice. And you get this throbbing headache. And you just got to throw up to get rid of the headache.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, this is a little spoiler for you guys. I think it was round
Larry
2.
Sanders, yeah.
No, first it was round 2 with Adam Verinsky and David.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I just said, I'll be back. Skived off, threw up, headache, went for a bit, come back to the stage. And then after the event, we killed it, done. And I thought, quickly went back and did it again. So, Scotty's in the chat.
Oh, Campson.
Scotty.
Campson.
Oh, I didn't get a photo with Scotty because I didn't want a photo with you because I happened to win and I lost to you on elbow fouls on the right. But it was my first match in America. That's why I wanted a photo with you, Scotty. Scotty was great throughout the whole day.
Great sport.
Him and his team and things like that. I'd love to know your thoughts, Scotty, when we were teamed up. I'd love to know your thoughts, Scotty.
You guys had a good match.
Yeah.
Right? It was back and forth.
My goal, Scotty, was when you were slipping to get to the straps and I had your one finger, I was trying to tie you out.
Yeah.
I was trying to tie you out because I wanted to win. Scotty had to go work at 4 a.m. this morning. Poor guy. But thank you so much, Scotty. That was cool. And always, you know what it's like. You always remember your first. And I always remember my first match in Arizona. It was against the Scott Master. Let's just go back for a moment. Morning, everyone, from Couch Apple. He says, I feel Larry progressed a lot. He needs to find a lane to win against the elites now. Well, he just needs to just keep beating.
It's just time. It's just time. Yeah. It's Larry has options. He doesn't have enough options. He will develop more, but to break into the next level, there has to be both an increase in arm wrestling strength and more so arm wrestling table IQ, and that is only acquired through time and pressure. Period.
And I couldn't say it better myself. I mean, you compare how long Larry's been competing, and then to the elites.
Yeah,
like they almost laugh at him. 4 years.
Yeah, right. That's infancy. Infancy. If Larry continues on, yes, he will be there for East versus West. He will be among the elites. It's just really hard to do that in 4 years.
And Sanders is so good.
Yeah.
I still feel Larry would be competitive in the 105 class. He could be.
Versus some guys, certainly.
The Kane.
King.
Fun fact for you here, Roger. He says, awesome stream. You'll need a liquid IV.
Yeah.
So I first heard about liquid IV, and I thought, because Tim Talmadge has everything. You go to his house, and you're like, hey, have you got this? And you don't need to go to the shop. He's got it. So then he was like, if you're dehydrated, I think this was just at the house because I swell up from flying. He's like, I've got some liquid IV. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't want you sticking needles in me. I thought he meant, last time I was at an event at King of the Tables, ever needed a liquid IV with food poisoning. Yeah. So I was like, but no, it's a rehydration drink. Yeah. So yes, Roger, we need some liquid IV.
But he might actually have an IV as well.
He probably would. He probably would.
I would not say no to one right now.
Yes, against Forehead Arco, absolutely.
Sandra's is a different animal.
Levan, second issue is liver. Will you both be back for Washington State? Yes, most likely. No.
Oh, right, because you got a booking.
Yeah, I'm already booked for December 9th. So if that booking falls through, you better believe it. I will lick the sweat off Tim Talmadge's bald head to get another ticket here for sure. I'm going to read. So a kindergarten, a preschool, an early learning center.
Kinderbugs
is the reason I'm here. If you pick your top 100 places to sponsor an arm wrestling event, you're not thinking a little children's school.
Nope.
So I will ring them personally.
Yeah.
And say thank you very much. Did Ozzy practice pull the event?
You pulled a lot. You pulled a lot in the after pull. Let me talk about this by myself for a second. Aussie arm wrestler is just like pulling everybody, pulling women, children, men, all of the above. And I will say this, I've known Aussie arm wrestler for a long time. You were pulling better and stronger in the after pull than I would have thought possible. I was impressed.
I'm a better after puller because I'm so slow off the start.
Right.
So if you give me a bit, like 1, 2, like a slow start, then I'm a lot better than competition. Aussie arm.
You get your hand in the right position.
It was very scary. So the lovely Jolene, if you watch the stream, who was pinning
and were murdering each other.
So was pitting Leanne Wilson, world champion Leanne Wilson.
Yeah.
So Jolene comes on, she's like, so excited that you're here. Can we please get on the table? And then Bob Brown's like, I got some good news and some bad news for you, Ozzy. It wasn't bad news. He goes, you're about to lose to Ruggiero. I'm like, what's the good news? He goes, you get to pull Jolene. So I've got a little bit of footage of all that. I pulled a young fella named Austin. I pulled 4 or 5 people. Got crushed by a lot of people because there's this 154 jet named Joseph Moralto or something.
Morento.
He
was in the finals.
Yeah. Start. 154 pounds start.
Beast.
Biceps bigger than my head. Pulled him. He smashed me. Pulled Jolene's dad. He just knocked me out of the way. So if the body holds up well, my number one thing is I need to drop weight. That's my number one thing. I thoroughly enjoyed myself way too much as a dad. I am limited with the cardio I can do, which can make it hard. My body's so used to cardio, like running 30, 40 Ks a day. So loved all the fat jokes in the comments when I posted my video. Fucking dickheads. They'll be banned from the channel.
Out of here.
They'll be banned.
Out of here.
Yeah. Just
well, see,
don't punch yourself in the dick.
This is the heaviest I've pulled in a while. I think I was 235 or something like that, which is much heavier than I would like to be. But like, I was pretty fucking strong yesterday. I was real strong yesterday.
It was cool. It was very cool.
Yeah.
And you know, like when you're pulling supers, and I was like, fucking hell. And there's like these big, there was some big dudes. Like the heaviest dude was 400 pounds. Didn't you pin him in?
Biscuit?
No.
I did sneak a win on Biscuit.
Do not call him Big Biscuit. We found out. So, what, Sarai? What's his name? Sarai. I think Sarai is his name.
Yeah.
An awesome dude, right? And I interviewed him. So we got heaps of like little stories. We've got to make sure we don't miss our ride back home.
Yeah, right.
So Sarai, like I was talking to him, like 400 pounds, bloody hell.
Strong dude.
And like when you're at a tournament, you've got 180 names to learn.
Yeah.
And I forgot his name. This is how people get their nicknames in arm wrestling. Because we will just call them something. And I started calling him the Big Biscuit. And all of his friends back home, like, yo, they're calling you Big Biscuit on the stream. They're calling you Big Biscuit. So he comes up to me, he's like, hey man, big dude. Hey man, hit up Johnny, hit up me. He's like, you guys are calling me Big Biscuit on the stream. And he was hitting me up, he's like, I'm a Patreon. You call me Big Biscuit. Why does it say on my back? And he was so cool about it. We had a great laugh. And
nice dude.
He's definitely like the epitome of a dead set legend.
Oh, yeah.
He was so fun in the after pools. He's a very great guy from his I can't remember his club name. I do apologize.
Yeah, but really good. Been very active. Only like a year and a half, a year in, because his first tournament was Arizona State last year, he said.
Yeah.
So he come a long way in 1 year, and he's got a good, bright future.
Yeah, there's another dude in the 220s amateurs. I think he won them. I think he took home 2 golds, or a gold and a silver. He'd been in the sport 45 days.
Whoa.
But pulled. Yeah. Like properly. It was that guy. I remember when I was calling out the 220 class on the soft open, he gave me the double bicep with the black dreadies. 45 days he's only been pulling. Hey, Buster Move is in the chat.
Hey, Buster
Move. How you going, buddy? So this guy's really cool. He hit me up years ago, and he's like, oh, hey, man, love what you do. Can you commentate one of my matches? I was like, absolutely, I'd be honored. And so it was cool. It was great meeting you as well, mate. It was very good. We had a great chat, things like that. We hugged it out. So it was cool. And he was always on table 3 right in front of me.
Yep. I got to pull him.
Commentary booth. Yes. Yep. So I think
he
was just being polite. He was just like, fuck, man, good job, pin me. I like
let it happen.
I like Aussie. I like Aussie. So I was also meeting you as well, man. Thank you with my match. Yeah, John still got it on the table. Look, I could have come close in another match. Fair out to Scotty on the right arm. I forgot that I could at least have a match with him in the straps. I was avoiding the straps so much. Like, I love the top roll. I was avoiding the straps so much, and the elbow just kept popping off. And that's just the way it is. Scotty got me on the right. But I, my left arm's the money arm. One guy crushed me. Easy, I had no chance against him. One guy, when I got eliminated, I thought I've got something here, but then he just popped me outside of my shoulder in a hook, so I had nothing there. Once I'm outside of my shoulder, like, I've dislocated this shoulder, so that my tendons are weak here. So once you get me off center, side pressure, easy, goes down. Then I had a cool match with one of the referees. He's got the the bun. Really nice guy. We'll see him today. We'll see him today.
Yeah.
Really nice guy. Pumped. The left arm strap before. We were 1-1 Aussie. Yeah.
Nice.
So did Adam win 198? We got to buy the pay-per-view.
You got to buy that pay-per-view. Adam was actually in a couple of the finals. Yeah.
That's right, during one of them.
And it was
he's a cool dude.
A very good dude.
He's a very cool, polite beast.
And when he gets on that table and he's like shakes, he's like, there was some intense times on the table for him.
I love Dallas Langston.
Oh yeah.
I'm putting it out there.
Awesome.
Artem Taranenko, when he's pulling, not when he's smoking, when he's pulling.
Yeah.
I love Artem. No, I love Artem anyway. But Dallas is such a cool dude.
Dallas is awesome.
Yeah. The Sheik from Australia. I won't be at Washington. I doubt I'll be at Washington States, but there's a high chance.
Yeah, I'll likely be there. If Tim makes the call, I'll be there in a second.
You got to go to a team. Well, you were at Washington State last year, Sheik.
Yeah.
So you got to go to. All right, let's fly through the comments because I've got some. There's one highlight for me that gives me the chills that I want to talk about. Evan Brown, what is going on, my man? How you going, buddy? Logan, bacon and eggs. What's happening? What do you guys think of Larry Wheels versus Ryan Saganishvili Bowen?
I think
it's different now.
It
was Ryan 100%. It's not as easy for me.
I would be surprised. I would be pretty surprised if Ryan could stop him. But Ryan does have a very awkward sticking point in a super match. It also might. I think if it was a one-off match in a tournament, I bet on Larry 90-10.
Yeah.
But if it's in a super match, that might be a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, Ryan's crafty. It's Wiggles. Look. Wiggles.
You made it home, buddy.
I don't know if you heard earlier, mate. We were singing your high praises. It was really cool meeting you, mate. Really cool meeting you. And that's one thing, like the amount of messages that we receive after an event. It's really cool. I don't know about you, John. It means a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because everyone's like, fucking Aussie's too loud and he's too annoying. And then I slowly, like, wear you down. You know, I'm like an annoying jingle in the back of your head. But then when you turn up, you see I'm exactly the same person.
Yeah.
You know, when you see the Uncle John character who's willing to jump on the table and have a laugh with, like, Jon and I, we don't care where you are on the arm wrestling spectrum.
It's like, do you want to have fun?
Yeah.
And make us laugh? We want to laugh with us? Then, yeah,
please,
you're our guy.
Pull up a chair. Come drink out of our bowl.
Yeah.
But no, Wiggles, great dude. I tried during the day booking Larry Wheels versus Mario Tambakis at King of the Table. I am going to still push for that. I'm going to have a chat with Mario and see how he feels against Larry. And I'm going to try and book that because it's a revenge story for Larry.
From Over the Top, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to go. Where he'd be ranked? He'd be top 10. He'd be top 10.
For sure.
Oh, thanks, Wiggles. He says, Uncle John and Jake make an event. So much fun.
Buddy.
And then he asks, excuse me,
Sandra and Toddzilla. Different style.
Yeah.
Right? Very different look to that match. I would see it.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'd still probably lean towards Toddzilla.
Toddzilla is the favorite.
But and the only reason why I still am, because how different is it seeing people pull live than on a screen? Like, I knew Sandras was good.
Yeah.
I knew Sandras was great. But seeing him yesterday,
he's impressive.
You know, it's the second time I've seen Giannis pull live. And wow.
Yeah.
Watching his mind. Bibble, 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 bibble. If something doesn't go his way.
Calculate.
Enter
reassess.
the data. He's definitely the human calculator.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
No doubt.
What else have we got? Earlier, Giannis right arm back down to his upcoming match with Mindigus, citing injury. Yeah, we saw him compete yesterday, both arms. Weird. Not weird. Mindigus Tarasides rolls everyone there.
Yeah.
It's a big match. Mindigus is like he's been hunting Giannis for years, and you want to be at your complete best. So Giannis pulled at this tournament to actually see where his
test it out.
Arm is. So,
and it's one of those things, in my opinion, anyways, where, and I asked Giannis about this after one of his matches last night on the mic, and he said, "Look, I have an injury," and basically he felt confident enough to pull with the level, because Mindaugas Tarasides, one of the baddest dudes at that weight on the planet. Okay, it's a different level. There was a high level, but I mean Giannis. There was only a couple guys that were reaching that level. So Giannis felt comfortable pulling at the level of Arizona State, but for him to do, and again, it's the difference of tournament pulling versus super match pulling. It's a very different thing. So, Giannis I'll talk to him today again, but I think he knows where his arm is at now. I think he will allow the time, and I think we'll still see that match as soon as possible.
Yeah. Honestly, isn't ducking from anyone, but yeah, and plus, there's a lot of money involved in East versus West. So Giannis, out of respect to Engen, doesn't want Engen to pay for his flights, accommodations, tens of thousands of dollars for a match
to show up and shit the bed.
And of course, Giannis is a world-class athlete, so he doesn't want to turn up and shit the bed either.
Right.
Yeah, Larry's leveled up, man. Larry's leveled up. IRS,
He's great.
IRS, Atlanta IRL. What else have we got? Thanks, Drunk Eddie. Smashing night. What up?
I had a great time.
Savage Hitters. How you going, mate? He says, ready, bang. That was cool, man. Like, people were like walking past and they were like, before they'd get on stage, because we were like at the start of where the commentary booth was the start of the entrance stage. And people were like, ready, bang. And I was like, that's so cool.
I think I inhaled about a pound of chalk.
Far out. I have to clean all of my stuff because when we go back home, they're going to be like, you're not even hiding the cocaine. You're not even hiding it now. So, so that was fun. I want to get to a moment that I absolutely loved. Great work with the event.
Thanks, Daph.
And Will's in the house.
Oh, buddy.
What?
We got to meet Will in the flesh.
What room number is this? I've moved to Uncle John's room.
428.
There you go. We're in 428.
Come on up, everybody.
Yeah. You can come up. Absolutely, and Will. He reffed all day. He was really good. Referees were great.
Yeah.
Right. The chills that I got. Mario Tambakis. My man goes out and he comes third on the right arm in the 220s. And I think that was hindered from pulling supers at the same time. But he is.
Oh, God. Somebody's watching.
That was so quick. That'll be Will. We got bacon! It's Italian. It's Kayla. We got bacon. We're live. Come sit down.
I knew you were live. That's why we brought bacon.
Come have a
Don't worry, I'm just sporting my medal.
We're just talking about we're just literally talking about your match.
My match.
Because I'm bragging about how in love I am with Mario. And it gave me chills. Then I got to dump the flag on him.
It gave you chills. It gave me some pain.
It
gave me some pain.
Jump in. We can all fit in.
No. Let's get everything in.
We just move that. Hey!
Oh, man.
Move that back. Now, John, just go on and just quickly say now how bad the event was organised.
Oh, my God.
Terrible.
What a disaster.
Terrible.
Let me tell you what. No downtime. Because we didn't have time to have downtime. We made it happen. And really, great team. Great team. I thought the bracketing was about perfect. The pacing was about perfect. And I think everybody left happy at the end of the night.
Well, so little behind the scenes. It was scheduled for a 2-hour break.
Yeah.
A 2-hour break before the pay-per-view.
2-hour sales pitch before the pay-per-view.
And we got 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Solid.
8 minutes, and it's like, I mean, that's just arm wrestling. But yeah, once you're getting repetitive calls from Kayla, get to the table, hurry up, and things like that. Because it was great because everything just ran smoothly. It was so much fun. Everyone's already looking forward to Washington State.
Oh,
yeah, a lot of Washington State.
December 9th. So
we got some more ideas for that to help tweak out some things.
Okay.
So.
But I vote next year we do Washington in July and we do Arizona in December.
yes, that's because it was 120 degrees Fahrenheit and 49 degrees Celsius. That's why Kayla is the brains behind the operation.
We need to fix this.
Because it is extremely hot here. Let everyone know how Mario felt.
Oh, he felt incredible.
Mm.
I think I just got him. I out techniqued him in the strap. He's definitely the stronger guy. But when I cracked that wrist back, I was the happiest kid alive. I was so happy.
Hey, what do you think about this? I went outside with Artem, and as you do, I went on a mystical journey. But during that mystical journey, we were trying to think of a 4-way, left-handed, me, you, Artem, Mario, in a 4-way death battle of some kind.
Oh boy!
I think that'd be kind of good.
I think if we do that, it has to be all strap matches.
No, I want Mario to wear an Australian flag again. No.
You only say that because you know if that happens, Mario's taking 4th.
No, because for Mario, it was 2 things about his performance. One, because he's just such a good dude. He is. We back home we call him the people's champion. Yeah. Like you cannot hate Mario Tambakis, and if you do, book yourself to a psych clinic because there's something wrong with you. There's not something wrong with Mario. There's something wrong with you. And 2, when you live in Australia and you are ranked in the arm wrestling levels, and we get flogged all over the world. So for Mario to turn up at one of the biggest tournaments I've ever been to and win, I'm not gonna lie, I was very happy.
It was a good moment. It was very wholesome.
Let's just say this breakfast would have been awkward if you won.
Yeah.
But no, it was so it was great. Clerks, does it get that hot in Australia? Not as hot. Maybe 7-8 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's ridiculous out there.
But yeah, how did you think, Tim, overall, your event and yourself as well, Kayla? How did you think the event went?
I think it went good. I mean, we only had that one injury at the end of the night, which luckily it was. I mean, it's still an injury. It's a tear. It'll be all right. It wasn't a break like we all thought at first.
Yeah.
So
that first and foremost right there.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
And then it went smooth. I didn't really hear much backfire about it. The refs
was good.
Refs were great.
No, it wasn't.
How's your medal treating you today?
No, the refs were cool as. What's his name? Let's strap him up.
Oh,
Patrick Bear.
Let's strap him up. But the best thing I liked about Pat was the energy when he did it in the first match was exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, and I was like, these refs are cool. They were very cool.
Oh, he definitely likes to have a good time. And it doesn't matter. You could be screaming in that guy's face. Yeah. And he's going to sit there and smile.
He's unmovable.
He'll sit there and smile when the tournament's over and he'll be like, hey, you want to grab a beer?
Yeah. And then, Kelly, you put the best one to answer this. From my understanding, there was only one forfeit.
That was a fun forfeit, wasn't it?
Oh no!
What was the forfeit?
So it was. I think it was a 220s class. Table 2.
Adam, Wayne,
Yeah,
and Eric.
so-
That's gonna be some Arizona drama right there.
That's a lot of-
That's gonna be bad blood.
So these
Well, no,
guys,
I didn't-
all right, a little bit.
I was like bragging, like 300 plus entries and only won 4, but I didn't realize. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no! I've picked the scab.
That was a strategic move.
Yeah, so they've had beef for like 4 years.
Who's that?
Eric Wolf and Wayne Anderson.
Mm.
And so what happened was Eric's on the A side, and Wayne had dropped down from Adam Wazinski. Well, Eric walks over to Adam Wazinski and said, "Hey, you're more fresh than me. Will you lay down to me? You go up through Wayne, and then I'll lay down to you to the first match, and then we'll battle it out again." Adam doesn't know. So it started an uproar. Like there was
screaming, there
team
was
member-
yelling.
team members about to fight. It was
Oh no!
As soon as he did that, I looked down and went, "Here we go. Here we go."
I told him
Eric
no.
Wolf playing their fucking mind fuck games.
I told him no. I said get up there and pull.
Oh,
But I mean, you can't do anything.
yeah, look, it's
I
the
said
game.
don't do
that.
It's the game.
It's
part
the
of the
battle of the brackets.
Yep.
That's why when you can see brackets,
Yeah,
they can be manipulated.
right.
Yeah.
Tim, what did you think
Yeah.
about the AB bracket
Yes.
and meeting in the middle?
I thought it turned out good.
Mhm.
I thought a lot of people actually liked it and want to adapt it.
Mhm.
You know, it's the one downfall you'll always have, like, you want to have more than like 10 guys in a class, right?
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
that's the only downfall, because then
Mhm.
if you get, you know, we had like 5 and we had to split it up, so it was like a 3-man class and a 2-man class.
Right.
And I jumped in there. Then I'm
Yeah.
taking second.
Yeah.
But that could be the only downfall. It's great for big bracket tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's still at that point, I didn't hear anybody bitch about
No.
it.
No, I
thought it
didn't
made it
I didn't
very
hear
unique.
it.
And we'll
Yeah.
find out today pretty quick how the seeding went, and I think that with the Airy system and the way they were seeded, I think our win rate is going to be high again. The first one we did it, the only time we ever did it, was at Jody Williams tournament, and it was an 83% win rate.
Yeah.
So we're excited to check that data and see how it turned out.
Shout out to Corey Miller though.
Oh yeah, we
Without
would
him,
praise him.
That would not have happened. I had no idea what was going on in that.
Mhm.
And people were coming up confused, asking us questions, why they weren't in it. And I'm like, no, you're on the B side or you're on the A side.
Yeah.
So I think that if that was to be done again, people would understand more.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, has that been done ever?
It was a modified from WAL.
But they
Still very
can do
new for
every
most
Friday.
of it.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
new for a lot of people.
Threw a lot of people off, but I think it played out.
Yeah.
I think it was great, and I thought it was also good for the people at the bottom of the bracket, because you turn up to a tournament. Say you're pulling supers. Now, if you turned up, you're getting Sandra, and then you're probably getting Larry. You know what I mean? Then you just bomb out straight away. Where this one, you probably had, like, when you lose your first round and go to the B side, you probably had someone a little bit more your level.
Right.
So then you can, have the confidence to get back into the tournament.
Yeah, that's what happened to me on the left hand. I had Sandra's, and then I came back to the B side, and then Sandra's whipped my ass again.
Show them them chains. Show them them chains. Show them
I'll
chains.
take third to Robbie Toppy and Sandra's any day.
And I'll take my 14 minutes and 37 seconds of being undefeated in the USA.
No, that area system was pretty cool, but like he had to integrate when he programmed it, like right next to their name, before their name, he types in their number.
Yeah.
We had to look all of those up.
You have to look
individually.
every one of those up. So we had
312.
yeah.
I think
Wow.
That is a lot of arms.
So when you're trying to
It's a
build
lot
a
of
bracket,
numbers.
you're typing
So this was my first time that I'm aware of being in the Aries system. So now I'll be able to go and see where I wind up after.
You pulled in Washington, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
so
pull
I
up your
was
ranking.
already in there.
So if you go to ariesarms.com,
Nice.
you can pull up your ranking.
So for guys who don't have a ranking yet or are new to the sport or whatever, they start out at a 1500.
Yep.
So that's where you have to do it. And but yeah, some of these guys have already pulled, and it makes it a little easier.
So when that's all updated, I'll have a ranking.
Yeah.
Ranked in America.
Yeah.
There we go. That's so cool. That's so cool. Now, the whole, we were just going through it all. there's nothing there's nothing bad I can really say about it. Like, it was 9-10 hours, but that's an arm wrestling tournament. I thought, now I wasn't organising it and sitting at the brackets, but I thought it flowed very, very well.
What time did we actually get done with the pay-per-view?
Well, I think it was about 9:30, 10 o'clock.
We started this tournament at 1:10 on the dot.
Yeah.
That was our run time. So from 1:10 to 7:45. So, I mean, technically 6.5 hours it took us.
Is that all?
To do those. Plus that we had that break in between for the pros. Yeah, we started at 1:10.
Yeah, we had a 45-minute to almost an hour break.
Yeah.
So I think total run time was actually 5 hours and something.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing then. Yeah, because for some reason we thought it started like 12, but maybe Uncle John and I just started doing
Yeah, we started the rules meeting and
of course, yeah.
But yeah, you include all that.
Yeah.
About 8 hours.
Wow, that's so good. Yeah, that is so good that it was
Corey.
that it only went 312 entries, only went for 5 hours.
Not bad. That's
and only 3 tables.
I enjoyed the 3 tables. I thought the 3 tables was, for us on commentary anyways, it allowed us to jump around. It allowed us to still talk in between things.
You got too many good pullers here.
Yeah.
I was getting a headache because like there'd be six awesome people on the table, and I just when you first get to a buffet, you're like, oh no, I want the bacon. Oh no, I want the cheesecake. Oh no, where do I go?
I gotta see if I can find it. Somebody has the photo. It was Giannis and Vazkin, and then it was Artem and Dallas. And then Larry and
Kenny Weaver.
And Kenny Weaver.
Yeah,
all on the same table. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Everybody's like doing this. Which one we go?
Yeah. The refs were even like, I want to watch that. I want to watch that. What's going on?
Yeah.
No, it was cool. Leanne and Jolene were talking about. They had awesome matches all day.
Always they battle out.
And everyone was cool. I was saying earlier that Arizona made me feel like the Rolling Stones. They were so cool. Everyone was so cool coming. One thing I did enjoy was how respectful. Now you guys can tell me if I'm just reading it wrong, but how respectful everything was. Like, besides the end of the night, like Kaylee only has to ask once, and the majority of the people react straight away.
I've trained them well.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's great. It's good for me to see. It just shows how good tournament pulling is here when you guys are at the helm doing it. So everyone enjoyed themselves. You're going to have people complain about the refs, but there wasn't too much. Like, I think it lasted like 5 seconds. Like, you'd see him have a discussion with the ref would explain it, and then
who is Joe Meek? He's so intense on the table.
Joe Meek is from Oregon. We love Joe Meek.
He was the most intimidating guy that I faced all day long.
Time's over. But I call him Big Papa.
Yeah.
He is literally one of the sweetest people.
Yeah.
Like, kind and gentle. Yeah. And then he gets up there on that table. He was not happy with his calls during the matches. Yeah. But, he's still 100% respectful.
Oh, yeah.
He is a beast. And I was so excited to see him pull Sandra and someone else in that class. Because I was personally wanting to watch that. I stopped calling my table by accident because I was watching Joe Meek's match over here. He's just a great guy.
Yeah, I went up to Joe after the event. I said, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm just always going to apologize to you. I just feel like I have to apologize to you. Joe's a great guy.
Well, I talked to him briefly afterwards, and I'm like, as soon as you figure out how to get what you want with like from the referees without talking to the referees, that dude's gonna mess people's days up real quick.
Yeah, he gave out the East versus West finals in Virginia. Yeah. And same kind of thing. He got third, but I think he should have won it.
Yeah, he should have won.
So took top second or first.
Wow. Nice.
But it was a couple, when out there you bounce from a table to a table, and refs kind of have different cadences. And so he kind of got caught up on the ready go or ready go.
I struggled with the ready gap go, but it's not like we weren't told. That was a me problem, not the referee's problem, because I kept going early, but that had nothing to do with the rule set. I just didn't know to adjust to the rule set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the reason why we did the 3 tables and not more, you always want more to get done sooner, whatever. But it's like there's 6 weight classes.
Yeah.
So when you did 3, no weight class pulled next to their other weight class. So
that was really nice.
People could pull multiple classes and not have to worry about jumping tables. Unless you pulled 3, then
that's your deal.
That's your deal.
That only ever happened once, and that was to Mario.
Yeah. And he pulled 3.
He had to pull 220s and supers, I think, at the same time. But that is okay. Guys, we'll probably only go for about another 5 or so minutes because there's bacon sitting on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hang out with these guys before we go back to their house. There's going to be some
more.
Yeah,
we'll let you guys wrap up your show.
Where are you guys going back down to the restaurant?
Yeah, we'll meet you down there.
Yeah, we're going to clean up all that big mess.
Everyone, do you want to be on camera? Everyone's asking, what does Kayla look like? You could say hi. So this is the brain and beauty behind the operation. Tim's just the name. So thank you for everything. And I'll annoy you for the next few days. Thank you.
No problem.
Your hospitality. I tell you, hey, if you ever want to come to an event, don't ask to be booked in a hotel. Hint that you want to stay at their house. I was saying you guys have everything. I'd be like, can I go to Walmart because I need this? Tim's like, well, I've got this. Hey guys, can I just go? Like, no, your breakfast, lunch, and tea for the next 4 months is here.
And you don't have a choice if you're going to eat it.
Right.
And if you're hungry or you think you may become hungry, I'm gonna feed you.
It was
nice.
So
nice.
So if I'm lucky enough to come back, please don't book me in a hotel. Hotel Talmadge. Oh, the couch. They can make me this nice bed. They're kicking people out. They move people out of the room because they're like, Ozzy flew so far, he needs to have a bed. And I sat on the couch and I'm like, can I sleep here?
It is true. We do have the most comfortable couch ever. We should put a plug in for that couch. Like we should get an advertising for it. We've had so many people buy it.
Yes. And I need to get Kinderbugs' phone number off you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ring them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome of them.
I'm gonna see if I can enroll.
Tell Jess you need to move. We need to live by the Talmadges, and we need to go to.
Yeah, she wouldn't handle the heat. Poor Jess.
It's really nice during the winter.
Yeah, I do support the flip flop. Let's go here in December. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you have to find the right time to transition that.
That's true. That's true. It's tough to change.
Yeah. I guess we're running a tournament next month in Washington.
No, appreciate you. Appreciate the event. And we'll see you down for a nice cup of coffee in a moment.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
No, thank you. Now that they're out the ring, we actually don't like the Talmadges. But, alrighty. Any final messages and things like that? I didn't know that there was arguing and everything going on.
I had no idea.
The crowd?
I had no
when
idea.
Did that happen?
I don't know. We were probably in our own little world in the corner doing our thing. But that's no tournament would be complete without it.
It was. No, I didn't see any arguing or yelling.
No. I thought it was all good. Everybody was very good natured from what I saw.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of intensity going on.
Speaking of intensity, there was almost one fight.
The accidental headbutt. Yeah. I missed that too, but I heard about it.
Well, I didn't saw it because I was on that.
Right.
I was on stage when it happened. And it was such an intense matchup. I want to get the guy's name right because he was cool as.
Hey, Joe Nelson in the chat. What's up, buddy? Hey, guys, don't forget MaximumBang.com. Hey, I'm just saying, we may have been shucking and jiving, making moves this weekend. There may be some more new things happening.
Absolutely. Robert Radke was in this battle with a guy from Carolina Chaos. And he even looked at me on stage, made eye contact with him like I had it. and they had a restart. And the other guy ended up getting the jump and win. But he leaned forward to scream in his face.
Oh, yeah.
And Radke doesn't back down.
Yeah.
So he came in. So then suddenly he's been buddy bopped on the nose. In classic Jake fashion, he was in the middle of the almost fight.
That's where he's like a magnet. It's a magnet.
Hey, book me.
Book the man.
No,
book
us. It's. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy. But I'm gonna be that guy. It's this. We were very lucky. Look at these yahoos. Look at these yahoos. Oh, Lewis Horvath. So, thank you so much, brother.
What's up, buddy?
Thank you so much. So, first of all, morning, Lewis. So, Lewis was incredible, and he helped set up the whole event.
Yeah,
it's a good dude. He's staying with us at the Talmadges. But I woke up, and as you do, the first thing you do when you wake up is you message Uncle John. No, I woke up and you were like breakfast, and I was still asleep. So then, I was like, yeah, we'll still do the show. Cool. I'll come to your room. And Lewis was in the shower because I roomed with Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Great guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you why he wrote this in a moment. And he was in the shower. And I'm like packing up all my things while he's in the shower and it's dark. And it's like I walked out and I did the walk of shame.
Yeah,
it's like, oh no. And like, I felt like writing Lewis a note. Let's get together again sometime. I had a great time last night, and quickly
talk soon.
And quickly snuck out the room. But yeah, I was trying to introduce Lewis to this awesome cartoon called The Mike Nolan Show and teach him about Aussie lingo. And had myself, Tom Denkowski, Mario Tembarkas, and we are pissing ourselves laughing. And then we look at Lewis, and Lewis is such a great guy. He wants to get involved as well. He's like, I've got no idea what they're saying. But the one thing is that one of his catchphrases, he's like, no. Because we say that in Australia. We say nah. And so, everything's hiding in this thing. So, and thank you very much for the super chat, Lewis.
Thank you, buddy. Lewis, I got to meet him at Washington State last year. Good dude.
You need every event needs a Lewis.
Yes.
Because he helps set up the event, does all the hard work, setting up the tables, the platforms, and everything like that. Refed all day.
Yeah.
Refed all day. And he was I think he was the roaming ref. So if table one needed a break, a water, go to the toilet, he would ref.
And he pulled. And
then that was the last thing. Then he had to try and bring up the energy to pull. So I was like, yeah, good dude. Yeah, nah. Fucking nosy. He was very cool. Hey, guys, you got any final questions before we wrap up the show?
Overall, great event. I highly recommend you get it from Larry Wheel's channel. You can still go and watch it. I don't know. Do we have any idea if it's going to come out individually? If Tim's going to do anything? I would assume on Arm Sports Entertainment.
I'm sure they'll do something.
Yeah. Go, and by the way, they are over 1,000 by quite a bit. I saw.
Yeah, so they need the watch time.
Yeah.
So Arm Sports Entertainment, go to their YouTube channel, and if you can, if you're going out today, leave your laptop on, and just.
Hey, Flat Earth Jedi. It's not Maximum Bang Monday. Stop. You can't be throwing that kind of stuff around on a Sunday. Oh, God.
That's so funny. Oh, yeah, Fox 8 Ball knows the Mike Nolan show. Oh, wow. Stop the walls of Mexican. Roy says, Jake, any hints for the next King of the Table? Yes. September 23rd. John Bazink versus Alexi Vavoda.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. That's all I can say.
Dylan Binu, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, Dylan
Appreciate
Binu,
it.
Uncle John, and amazing performance yesterday. Because I think, like, with the whole, the fucking devil, you want to break people's arm and things like that. I think people forget, former national champion.
Yeah.
Been doing it 10 years, kicking ass.
Like, I'm not an elite puller, but it's not like I'm a piece of shit. Like, I mean, this argument.
Wow, the jury's out on that one.
Let me rephrase.
It's really nice.
I was very happy with how I performed yesterday.
I was very happy. I was up and about.
Yeah. I had some good matches, some intense stuff. If I was gonna think back of what I need to go back and regain, it's my timing, because I was doing a lot of catching. I was like catching guys and then engaging. So a little bit of tune-up here and there, but it was all right for a comeback.
There you go. See you later, catch up. Well, we're going to wrap up the show in a minute anyway. You guys must have titanium tonsils to manage 9 to 10 hours of non-stop commentary.
Oof.
Take care, fellas. Yeah,
It's a tough one today.
We gave it a fair nudge.
Yeah.
We gave it a fair nudge, and today's all about hydrating, as you can see. John with his giant bottle of water. Yeah, I'm just going to spend, it's supposed to be a day of after pools and drinking.
Yeah.
I think I'll just be water and filming.
Yeah, I will probably.
I think the Latvians are turning up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
There'll be a few people out there, I'm sure. Also, we'll be on the Fix. We'll set up for the Fix, which is on in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, because it's on at 1:30 Pacific. 1:30 or 2. No, 1:30. Yeah, 1:30 Pacific.
There you go.
So
no, I won't be live. I won't be live afterwards.
Yeah, we got so you're here till tomorrow, right?
Tuesday,
nice. And then I'm leaving. I have to go to the airport. I have to be at the airport by 10 because my flight leaves.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'll probably avoid the drinking, but I will engage in other activities as you do.
One thing about America, you're all drug addicts.
Yes. Canada too.
Well, it's in the shop, so
yeah.
That's why other countries become alcoholics. All right, we're out of here. Thank you all so much. You're dead set legends. We're going to kick it. I'm going to go grab a coffee and 10 waters.
Yeah.
And then see how many people have sore heads, because there was a lot of drinking. But we're out of here, guys.
MaximumBang.com.
Yes, just buy stuff. Buy it all, please. Our packets are so close to being sold out.
They're going.
We would love it if, when the packets are sent, that they're actually all sold out.
Yeah.
That'd make us feel like a boss. Love you all. We're out of here.